Well, I just stopped talking randomly about nothing important, but I'm not done talking. Uh, because I've been rewatching Dragula, which I really love, horror, filth, glamour, drag. And I really want to do drag in some capacity. But from there, it gets very complicated because automatically I assume that I would want to be a drag king. And I probably would enjoy that more. And it probably would be way healthier for me. But I've tried masculinizing my face with makeup, and I don't know if you can tell, but I don't have a single straight line in my face or body at all. I've known that I don't have a traditionally masculine appearance. Uh, but like I just sort of thought that like makeup magic would assist. And I'm sure that it will if I keep doing it a lot and sucking at it for a while so I can get better at it. But I tried it once and I was like, wow, I look like a mud clown. And that was that. I don't have. It's really. I'm having a resurgence of my old habit of trying something that I think would be fun, and then it doesn't immediately. I'm not immediately talented at it, and so I'm like, well, fuck this. But I do have, I think, a really good drag king name, which would be Wiley Peyote. Uh, that's his. I mean, and he has a playlist. And he's amorphously there, like before I came out as Luke. Um, I had a boyfriend who would call me Kurt, and like just the masculine side of my personality, which is so much healthier than the feminine side of my personality. But I've been thinking about that, and maybe I'm just trying to justify like doing queen stuff as biological with the proper bits. Oh god. Because it's easier for me because I have all these curves in my face and my features, and I do look like a human woman. I have an even better drag queen name too, which makes it harder. Anaphylaxis. Which, I mean, I outdid myself there. And, like, I have been thinking about it, and I know that anaphylaxis would be so much more compelling and fun to watch and just chaotic. And, like, that it might be a cool outlet for my shadow self or whatever, who is very, very much female. And like, even though, I don't really feel comfortable wearing dresses or, like being too feminine in public, or whatever. I do occasionally, I've got a few dresses that I will put on and just be like, just, feeling good about the way I look. And I don't know. I've also thought about perhaps doing some sort of non-binary drag marquee situation. Drag goblin, probably. So I have so many ideas. I have a lot of ideas for like acts, either, again, either king or queen. Like, I think that it would be really cool to do a plague doctor routine. I have a plague mask, and then you like incense in the censer and the big robe, and then you unveil whatever fucking rotting flesh and buboes you've got underneath. Uh, and like, it's not like, I mean, Virginia doesn't really like it didn't really strike me as, you know, the mecca and hub of the drag world. But Bitch Puddin' is from here. And there is like a really thriving drag and LGBTQ scene. I live within walking distance of two different gay bars. So, and like one of them does drag brunch. Three different gay bars. Two of which do drag events. I have not heard of or seen any reference to a drag king in this area, which does give me pause because there are a lot of places where trans women, drag kings, and like what I've heard called bio queens, people who were AFAB people who do drag. There's a lot of gatekeeping. There's a lot of, it gets thrown around, you know, you don't belong here, this isn't for you, etc., etc. And I am really worried about that, but that's really not a good enough excuse for me not to check this shit out. Because, like, you know, I always wanted to be a rock star. Again, in case you couldn't tell. And that's, you know, cool. I like to play the guitar. I like to sing. There's no way that I could, like, really do that. I don't think that even having a band is really feasible for me to go for. At least not now. But, like, I really love the performance aspect of drag. I really love the, you know, the creative aspect. Not just, you know, I like body painting, but, like, making costumes. I made this necklace. And just performing. I love to perform. I don't really have to worry about nonverbal cues or, like, sustained eye contact or reading body language when I'm performing because there are too many people. I really don't understand it, actually. Just that, like, it's much harder for me to, like, be in a room with, like, several, like, with, I don't know, a circle of 10 people having a conversation than it is to perform in front of however many people. Not that I've done it. Oh, but, like, literally a few weeks before lockdown in 2020, I did do an open mic, which was a lot of fun. The first time I did stand-up, it was at an open mic for that private school that I told you about, and my parents were really worried because I was not I wasn't well liked, and they figured that, you know, stand-up comedy, you're 12, but I fucking killed. Like, from then on, I was known as that kid who the funny kid who did the stand-up that one time. So, like, I don't think anything could really measure up to that. But it was pretty good. I mean, people laughed. And as far as the first time, one of the other people running it, like, invited me to, you know, some other thing that I didn't go to because lockdown happened. But that would also be fun. I suspect that, I don't know if I have the stones for stand-up comedy, just for dying on stage day after day after day. I feel like one heckler that I couldn't handle, or like one room full of silent people, might dissuade me. Fuck. So yeah, drag would be cool. I like feeling like a man, but I don't look like a man. And I think that making myself look like a man would require a lot more effort than I'm willing to put in. I didn't know what primer was until a few weeks ago when I bought a little palette. Like, I knew that there was foundation, and that's all I really knew. I still don't know the difference between cover up and foundation. So like this idea of like the primer, that's one layer. And then there's a layer of foundation, which is like, I like my freckles a lot. I want my skin to look like skin. And then there's the fucking, what do you do first? There's the highlighter. And then there's the darker stuff. Shit, I don't know. There's the other thing. And like, it's all, I can't afford that much makeup. And I've never bothered with foundation or cover up or, I'm a pretty dramatic person when it comes to my taste in makeup. If I'm wearing makeup, I want to look like I'm wearing makeup. What the fuck? So like, I'm coming into this just not with I don't want to try masculinizing my face again. Even like, I don't mind looking like a mud clown, but it's so tedious. Oh, why can't I just like do the easy thing, which is just to like pretend to be a biological woman among a lot of people who were not assigned female at birth, who are impersonating biological women. I feel like that's cheating. Even although like season 4 of Drag with Sigourney Beaver actually really helped me understand that. And actually my first experience with drag was at a summer camp. I was like 13, 12. And there was like a drag performance, but there was a AFAB woman who did a drag performance as Marilyn Monroe, and she won because she fucking killed. I still remember her performance. All right, perhaps less talking to hear my own voice. Bye.